Good morning, cyber friends. Good morning. We thank God for each and every one of you, and we thank you. We thank you for all that you do, the supporters. You know who you are. This is not about middleman this morning, but it's about the perfect praise. Perfect praise. Now, first of all, let's put protocol in order. We give God all the glory. We thank Him for being who He is. And we thank Him for all His many blessings that He bestows upon each and every one of us every day, every morning when He touches us with the finger of love. And our eyes fly wide open. We thank God and we dare not miss it. Give Him the glory. This morning, I want to speak about my buddies. I call them my buddies. Every one of them, I call them my buddies. Uh, Guys that I grew up with, guys that I looked up to for as long as I could remember. Uh, Number one and foremost, I should say, would be Brother Floyd Carter. He had the most influence on me in my life. Matter of fact, he played in my home church, Antioch, where I'm now, the minister of music, for over 20 some odd years. And taught me the road to gospel music. People I did not know in the gospel music. I didn't know nothing about playing for no choir. I didn't know nothing about teaching no choir until I came upon Brother, Brother Floyd Carter. And the next member of that group is not only a member of the Perfect Praise, but now the manager of Perfect Praise, my brother, is Deacon Daryl Johnson. I learned Daryl through Floyd. But at any rate, I just want to let y'all know, and then I want to also speak to Perfect Praise. All of you that might get a chance to see this video, I want to give you, and I take my hat off to y'all fellas. I was at your anniversary yesterday for the first time in quite a few years. I've not been able to attend. But there's one thing, people, see, that I'm trying to instill in everybody that co-produce with me and walk along with not my sayings, but the sayings of the good Lord and Master Jesus Christ. Don't you, if you're not visible bodily, be visible financially. It takes money to buy that equipment, y'all. And I done told you, it's the audio equipment is very high. Now, those of you that don't use it, I understand. You don't know what I'm talking about. But those of you that rely on audio equipment, they know what it is to have a good mic or a bad mic. Have a good amplifier or a bad amplifier. You see, a lot of people don't know this, and it's you know what I mean. It's no sin in not knowing what the stuff is, especially if you are not operating with it on a daily basis. Excuse me. But Perfect Praise, like myself, they use audio at least, audio equipment at least. I'm just saying this at least 2 to 3 times a week. I use Pro Audio every day. I use it. I have to use it every day. Go out to Walker's Music out there in the studio. Pro Audio equipment. Now you can get equipment at various prices, people. Yes, you can, high and low, just like anything else. But the most of the time, you want quality. You got to pay for it. And this is what I tell all the churches. If you want to invite musicians, see, the way I look at it, my buddies should be able to come to my church and not have to bring one item, nothing but maybe their instruments. Daryl and Floyd should not have to do anything but just bring their instrument and plug into the church system. It should be a system so immaculate and so of good grade and quality until where they wouldn't even have to bring a mic stand or microphone. Every church, I feel that if you want to invite singers like that into your building, you ought to at least be prepared for them. They shouldn't have to wag and load all that equipment and bring it into your church. Now, I could see if it was somewhere else at another venue and they had to set up, understandable. But in our churches today, These fellows should not have, they should not have to set up one microphone if they're coming to your church. The only thing their employees should have to do is just bring their instrument, the keyboard, and plug them into something that we got at the church. That's where I feel it should be. Every church music department should be allowed the budget in order to get this kind of thing done. In other words, I'm the minister of music at my home church at Antioch, at Pleasant Grove AME, and at New Salem. If if any of them want to invite Perfect Praise, or any other group for that matter, they should not have to do anything but load up their vehicles and just come on to the church. They shouldn't have to worry about what's going to be needed or what. No, that should already be in place. If you got a minister of music, I'm going to use myself as an example. I'm the minister of music, and y'all, I know exactly. The only thing that I need to know is how many members in your group. So therefore, I know how many mics to set up. Well, if you got an old little 4-channel mixer there, that ain't gonna do me no good. That ain't gonna do them no good. You need, at every church venue should have at least a 16-channel mixer that goes into a high quality amplifier that goes out to the church system. Now, it's a limitation on that. For if they're doing for, like I said, a morning service, in the difference between a morning service and a concert, you wouldn't mind going over the church system on a concert, but most of the time your people in a church setting, in a service setting, they'll say that's too loud for the ears, and they'll start doing a whole lot of complaining. Therefore, then you would need a separate amp system just for that. In other words, I got monitors at Antioch. I got monitors there at the pulpit. I got me a big monitor by my keyboard. But if we want to have a group like Perfect Praise, you see what I'm saying? You got a group of, let's just say from 6 to 15 members. Because I saw some guys yesterday at Floyd New anniversary. I mean, I think it was my buddy Fred, me and Fred was sitting together, Fred Holt. I think Fred told me it was like 17 members of these guys, the Air Force band or group. They came and we enjoyed them too. So you need to be set up in your church for stuff just like this. If you want these people to come, people, let me tell you something, and I can agree. I used to be part owner across Calvary, so I'm not a stranger to a group. And I've been with Florida Dare all these years, so I know I'm not a stranger to what goes on in a group setting. There's a lot of workers involved in that. And believe it, the old guy will be more willing. And I ain't saying they ain't willing to come now, because y'all know Perfect Praise have been great. Anytime you call on Perfect Praise, they are there. That's how come I was kind of surprised about the turnout yesterday. That place should have been triple full. It should have been just as many people outside as the inside. But we ain't gonna worry about that. We thankful for the one that came. We really are. We thank God. But y'all remember now, you call on these guys all during the year. At least once a year, we should be able to honor them, represent them well. That's all I'm saying. But what I am saying, I'm going back now to what I was talking about, this equipment thing. Those guys would be more willing. And not only them, I'm quite sure a lot of other groups, because I know from across Calvary, I would have loved to have been able to just walk into a church, you invite our group, and I wouldn't have to do nothing but just go to your piano that you got set up for me. Let me tell you the reason why I'm speaking that. Back last year, coming up to the Thanksgiving, we had a program up there that we was invited to. Pleasant Grove AME, we were invited to a program in Cuthbert, my hometown, right next to the college I graduated from, as well as Darrell, Andrew College. And the pastor there, I went up there a week before to check things out. The pastor of the church, he took me to the sanctuary, showed me where everything was going to be, asked me where I wanted to be set up, where did I want the choir. All those parameters was taken care of a week before we even went to the church to to do the program on that particular night. But guess what? I did not have to bring one keyboard. I did not have to bring one mic. All the choir had to do was come in and they knew exactly where they was going to be. Daryl was there. Daryl was there with Big Bethel. They awesome program they had. And I think, like I said, me and Daryl as ministers of music, we had our choir there, Big Bethel, and my choir, Pleasant Grove AME. And we didn't have to worry about one thing. Daryl, matter of fact, I think Daryl played the piano that was there. He didn't even bother with the keyboard. I was up there on the platform with the keyboard with Pleasant Grove, but Daryl went over there next to me, to my right, and he was on the piano. And you know, always Big Bethel gonna do what they supposed to do. Y'all know that. And we had an immaculate time. But guess what? That church was ready for us. The First Baptist Church over in Cuthbert, right there by Andrew College, they were ready. In other words, when I stepped through the door, they had a keyboard already set up, ready to go. All I had to do was cut it on and get the playing. That's it. Mics in place. My mic as well as the choir setup and everything. And a separate amp system for my keyboard to be off of the church system so the volume wouldn't be too loud on the crowd. That's what I'm talking about, people. That's what I'm talking about. And see, we need to equip ourselves. Now I know getting our people, some of our people, they so stuck in tradition and they don't want to spend too much money. They always talk about money, but until it's something that they want. But you know what? We need to realize, people, if we're gonna have these sort of venues and things in our church and stuff, we need to have it fit and well accommodated for the people that are gonna come. We should make it be the most pleasurable engagement that we can for them because they have taken out the time to come and see about us. So we should do everything we can to make it as convenient as it can be for those musicians, those men and women singers coming into our church. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Y'all think about it. But at any rate, we just go like we're gonna recap here and just say we was enjoyed. Like I said, I know the guys, my buddies, Floyd and Daryl and Pete, Sean, Frank, Freddie. We know all of them. Daryl's son, Daryl, his son. We just give all of y'all great shout out. You know, did very well, very well. As a matter of fact, we had a good time. We'll just say it like that, and we'll keep it that way. And we hoping that this year be another great year, y'all. We can, if we want it to be a great year, we can have a great year. Let us support our people. Let us support our people. I mean, it may not be something that you might like. It may not be something that you are into. But if you close to it, if you are close to it, support it, y'all. You may not understand what's going on, but support it in a way to the one that do know what's going on. They'll take care of it. You ain't got to be in charge of everything. If somebody else is in charge of something, just go ahead on and donate a few dollars to the cause and let them run with it. You ain't got to be in charge of everything. You can't be in charge of everything. You are not necessary to a lot of people. I'm not necessary to a lot of people. But let us make certain that to what we are necessary, to the thing that we are accountable for, let's do our best job. And let's put our best people forward to do these jobs. And then don't hinder them by not allowing them to purchase certain items or things that they are needed to make their program or make the department, especially in the church, to make it better. And it goes for anything else as well. So with that being said, Billy Man gonna go on and get on off here now. I got some things that I got to try to go and do today, PC wise, and then it's back to the drawing board. So with that being said, whatever you get into it, God ain't in it. Please, ma'am, please, sir, get out of it, because it's gonna come to nothing. And again, we say happy anniversary, praise boys. Y'all keep on doing the good work. Y'all gonna be blessed this year. I just got a feeling y'all gonna be blessed in a mighty, mighty way because your heart is right. That's it. Good day. Okay, I'm back. Cyber friends, I forgot to mention. I didn't want to make certain I didn't overlook anybody from Perfect Praise. I'm talking about all the singers, all the musicians. But I think I left out my main buddy, old Andre Brown. We give a big shout out to Andre. Let me tell y'all something. Now you talking about an outstanding drummer. I don't think they come no better than Andre Brown. Believe it. Now Andre have been with Perfect Praise for quite a few years. Quite a few years. Now mind you, he didn't start out with them. Floyd nephew, if I'm not mistaken, it was Jeffrey Jr. that started with those guys. And then Donnie, Daryl's Daryl's nephew as well. See, I don't think a lot of y'all remember those guys. These were the great drummers. I mean, of Perfect Praise. You talking about now? I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that Perfect Praise have had the best drummers around in this area. Believe it. And when they had Jeffrey Jr., which Floyd nephew, that's his sister's child, Sandra Newberry. Y'all know his name, Jeffrey Newberry Jr. If y'all know anything about Willie Neal Johnson and the Gospel Keynote, if y'all never heard of Jeffrey Newberry, that great baritone singer from that group, well, guess what? Jeffrey Newberry Jr. is the same weight. Believe it. He's cut from the prime stock. Okay, he was their first drummer. Then came Daryl's nephew, Donnie, my buddy. I never forget Donnie. Donnie have helped me out on many occasions on anniversaries that I played back during the day when I was playing for Virgil Chapel Missionary Baptist Church here in Cuthbert. And then came Brother Andre Brown. Great percussion. All these guys, great percussion. But I'm speaking now about Andre because I wanted to give him a shout out to go along with the previous video that I did about the Perfect Praise anniversary. I wanted to give him a special shout out. Andre showed me his setup yesterday. He showed me the setup of his whole setup with the percussion and everything. I'm talking to Daryl about it this morning. Hey, that is what I'm talking about. When you got a musician that take pride in what they do, this guy Andre takes he's very proud of what he does and everything. So I just didn't want y'all to forget. We wanted to give Andre Brown a great shout out. Do it. Keep up the good work, bro, and keep on showing me your setups, man. I'm liking what I'm seeing, and I love what you showed me yesterday on your setup. So everybody that know, y'all keep Perfect Praise tight and right. That's your job, Andre. You are the timekeeper. Remember that. Peace, brother, and good day.